How's it going, Sports Wars? This is Roy back at you with another solo video, aka the Bearded Bulldog, Sports Wars admin, podcast representative. I'm here dropping a video for you today on the latest news we've had in the last couple of days. We've had two really big contract extensions. Odell Beckham, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, obviously the big deal of the day. He gets the 4-year, $135 million extension, and Odell Beckham gets paid averaging about $19 million a year over the next 5 years. Both guys, arguably top 5 or higher, depending on who you ask, at their positions in the league. Some people cringe at giving a wide receiver that much money. Others cringe at giving any player that much guaranteed money when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. I am of the school of thought in that you had to pay both of these guys. I don't like them. I don't like the not particularly big fans of either deal. Odell Beckham is he's been in the league 4 years. He's only played 16 games twice. So that's, I mean, he has certain character issues. His motivation's not maybe where it should be in some cases. They still haven't won a game. Odell Beckham has not won a game since they took their infamous boat trip in the playoffs. Ironically enough, before they played the Green Bay Packers. Speaking of the Packers, Aaron Rodgers also got his deal, making him the it gets more guaranteed money with $103 million, more guaranteed money than any player in NFL history. Rightfully earned. I mean, at this point, I don't think he's getting paid based on what he's done or what he's going to do. He's getting paid based on what he's done. I still don't think everybody keeps throwing him in the GOAT conversation. I don't think he's above number 3. I still think he's below Drew Brees and that fucking guy up in Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts. I won't say his name. I'm a Falcons fan. Fuck y'all. Odell Beckham, 25-year-old receiver. We can all blame Sammy Watkins and Brandon Cooks for fucking up the market. They both got $16 million. Right now, both of those guys are paid more than Julio Jones. That's bullshit. Brandon Cooks is such a valuable player. He's on his 3rd team in 3 years. Hopefully, with the contract extension he just got from the Rams, he's not on his 4th team next year. You got to pay Beckham. You can't let him walk. Worst case scenario, they let him walk, and he comes back comes back to play the Giants next year wearing a star on the side of his helmet. That is nightmare scenario for the Giants. Aaron Rodgers, I don't see why he re-signed. This team has proven time and time again that they have no interest in getting him help. Their top free agent signings the last 2 years have been Jimmy Graham and Martellus Bennett. Martellus Bennett didn't make it the whole year with the Packers. Then got into a feud with the team about their medical staff. So Packers are going to do Packer things. They're going to pay the shit out of Aaron Rodgers and not pay anyone else. So it's just, at this point, it's not surprising. It just gives Packers fans one less excuse, because now they can't say he doesn't have any help. Well, this is the reason they don't have any help. $30+ million a year. The contract is possibly worth, from what I understand, with incentives up to $180 million. That is insane. Although once Kirk Cousins got his little deal, the $90 million fully guaranteed, I knew that the next big guys coming up, Matt Ryan, Aaron Rodgers, guys who've actually proven shit with MVPs and Super Bowl rings for Aaron Rodgers. Fuck you guys. Matt Ryan with his MVP and just being steady and being who he is, that they were going to those two deals were going to be big. And They were, obviously. I'm kind of interested to see who the next guy up is. I don't know who's going to be the next guy to get the big dollars. What time will tell. I know with the wide receivers, the next guy who's going to get his big deal is going to be Julio Jones. Julio is the rumor was he was planning on holding out this year to try to renegotiate his contract. Most Falcons fans knew that was bullshit. He even said when he reported to training camp on day one, never missed a day. He even said he never had any plans of holding out, which probably hurt his negotiating skills because Julio's just that kind of guy. He's just a stand-up guy. So Odell gets his money. Aaron Rodgers gets his money. Aaron Rodgers likely this is going to be going to make a Packer for the rest of his career. Odell, time will tell. Honestly, I don't think he plays out this contract. I don't think he's going to be in New York for the next 5 years. I think he's going to talk himself out of town, but we'll see. You guys let me know down below in the comments what you think. Aaron Rodgers is a big deal. Odell Beckham's a big deal. Drop a comment below. I try to respond if you make some good points. If you don't, I'll just trash your ass. I mean, let's do this. I'm all about talking shit. Come to the Sports Wars. We'll talk shit there together. Come on, let's get reckless. Let's do this.